Hi, my name's Chloe Wood. Just talking about mental illness, covering the topic psychosis, and which also fits in with depression, anxiety, anger, and hearing voices, being a bit delusional with thinking. I mean, I think sometimes it's been severe and other times it hasn't been. Especially if you do substance like drugs and alcohol, that can seem to tick off a psychosis episode even more. Feeling pretty passionate about the subject because I've dealt with this. When I go back my whole entire life, I can pick out parts of myself when I was younger, from when my psychosis developed, but not even knowing it until the age of 29 now. I've also got a child. It also had a lot to do with being a lesbian and being accepted. But in here, I felt like I wasn't being accepted, but out here I was. So that had a lot to do with my psychosis, putting too much pressure on myself, doing like graphics design, personal training, and not complete them. So unfinished projects that I would start and not complete. Feeling very hypo sometimes, like over happy, being in people's faces and just, not normal. But them not knowing I've got psychosis can get myself in a lot of trouble by that. Also, I think too, like not making sense, like hearing voices in my head, like tell me I'm ugly, I'm dumb. I feel dirty on the inside, like I'm lonely, like I'm always alone, but really have people around me, but I'm alone in here. Feeling like every person that I'm with is cheating on me when they're not. Some days I feel very fatigued, very tired, very self-loathing, not wanting to get up, not wanting to do anything, very bedridden. Also, like, I feel people laughing at me, people deceiving me behind my back, like nitpicking, like it's evil, when that's not really going on. No one has ever said it to me, it's just stuff that I've made up within my head. So, also just randomly laughing, like at things that I'm thinking of that I think is funny, but out here no one said anything and it's not funny, or it could be something serious and I'm cracking up laughing, which seems rude, but it's my psychosis. Also confused thought, like will I, like, I don't know, did I do that, like, or not remembering, like losing, having slurred speech as well. Frustrating to explain to someone that you love that, like my girlfriend for instance, I try to explain to her how I feel and how to explain psychosis to her, but she just doesn't understand. So it makes it hard for people. It can be quite frustrating, from both points of view, like from my point of view and from her. She wants to understand but can't. And I understand. I'm doing my best to try to teach her about the neurons in the head, like the nervous system within the body. I'm trying to teach her like every part and like the disease of the psychosis, how it attacks the neurons within the brain. Also, like, emotionally, because it comes emotionally and your thoughts attached together, and so sometimes that feels like it's not connected, or like, you're interpreting information wrongly. It's not your fault, it's the psychosis. There's all different psychosis, and everybody gets diagnosed differently at different ages. And even if you look back at the time, like, I always felt like I was alone, like very, very withdrawn from people. As a young kid, like very hold on to my mum a lot, very shy, until I got older and like had uncles die. And I think it was just a lot of pressure and stress as a kid that it developed the psychosis, like depression, psychosis, which you go within your own head because you don't want to deal with what's happening out in reality, or you feel like your life's fucked even though you're still young. You feel like you put yourself down, like I'm too old to do this, I'm too old to do that. And like when really you're not, like it's just because the mind gets rewired in an abnormal way. So that's how it is psychosis. Like, you know, the brain wants to rewire itself. Like, and it's hard because when you are like psychosis, you want to like no one understands. You feel alone. You want to go into your own thoughts because it's better that way. Like, but you know, when really deep in reality, you know it's not. It's, and this sounds probably confusing to anyone that's listening to this video because it's a hard illness to understand. It's very hard to understand, even when it's happening to you. So you try to go down to every like little bit to understand the parts of the brain that the psychosis affects emotionally. So but yeah, I thought I'd put this video up because I see a lot of people putting videos up about their mental illnesses and talking because it helps. We help each other, I guess, and to let other people know that they're not alone. That people do suffer with mental illnesses. It's nothing to be ashamed of, as long as you're trying to help yourself, I guess. So yeah, thank you. See ya.